Hello, grade 7. This is Mrs. Lopez. Today we are working on the exploratory lesson 19 for grade 7 in module 3, unknown area problems on the coordinate plane. So what this lesson is about is it's about finding areas, but today we are working on the coordinate plane, which is x and y axis. So our example here, area of the parallelogram. You see the shape ABCD, which is a parallelogram, and the whole shape is called figure P. Okay, write the ordered pairs for each of the vertices. So let's look at vertex A. Vertex A is positioned at where axis x is on -3 and y-axis on -4. So the ordered pair will look like -3, -4. Vertex B is on x-axis on the 0, on y-axis on 2. So that will be 0, 2. Notice that the ordered pairs are written in parentheses. Then we have C. C is on 5, 2. And D is on 2, -4. Okay. Draw a rectangle surrounding figure P that has vertex points of A and C. Label the two triangles as S and T. So what they're asking us to do, we want to draw a rectangle with the same points A and C. So I'm going to take the ruler and I'm going to draw a straight line going up from point A, and I'm going to draw a straight line going down from point C, and I'm going to just connect the sides. Okay, and we have two triangles, S and T. Okay, so we did that part B. Now we need to find the area of the rectangle. So let's take a look at how many units are our length and width to be able to find the area. The length of this triangle goes from -3 on x-axis to 5. So we have 3 units to 0 and 5 units to 5. So altogether it's 8 units. So length is 8 units. And the width, it goes from -4 on the y-axis to 2 on the y-axis. So it will be 4 units and 2 units, which is 6 units altogether. 6 units. So the area is going to be 8 times 6, which is 48 units squared. Find the area of each triangle. So now we are looking at the triangle's area. The area of the triangle, it can be found by multiplying length and width of the rectangle that makes that triangle and dividing it by 2. This is just a side note into the geometry where we need to find the area of the triangle, and area of the triangle is half of a rectangle if I were to build it up. So this is a rectangle, triangle will be half of it, right? So the area is going to be length times width divided by 2. Notice that length and width in this case make a right angle of the triangle, but sometimes it doesn't work that way. You'll have to go with base times height. Base times height. The area of the triangle is 3 units right here, 1, 2, 3, and we still have 6 units up, right? So what to find the area of the triangle, we are going to get 1/2 of the length and width, which is 3 times 6. I can simplify 2 and 6. 6 will turn into 3, 2 will turn into 1, and I will have 9 units squared. Okay, 9 units squared. Each triangle is going to be 9 units squared. So if we look at these two triangles again, we will have both triangles that have the area of 9 units squared because both of them have the base of 3 units and the height of 6 units. Base 3 units, the height of 6 units. And again, if I combine them together, I will get a rectangle that is 3 by 6 with an area of 18 units. Each of them is 9 units squared. So now what I want to do for number problem E is to use these areas, all of these areas, to find the area of the parallelogram ABCD, the whole parallelogram right here. So what I want to do, I see the whole rectangle right here, and I have two triangles that I can subtract from the area of the rectangle to find what is left. Okay, so to find the area of the parallelogram ABCD, we will find the area of the rectangle and subtract the areas of the triangles. Area of the rectangle was 48, and we are subtracting one triangle, which is 9 units, and another triangle that is 9 units squared. So 48 minus 18 is going to be, or plus negative 18, right? Because all the subtraction we change into addition of the opposite, and that is going to be 30 units squared. 30 units squared. The coordinates coordinate plane below contains figure R, a rectangle with the same base as the parallelogram in the previous example. The base of our rectangle here is 5 units by 6 units. If we look at our parallelogram, its base is also 5 units and its height is also 6 units right here. Draw triangles S and T that connect to figure R so that you create a rectangle that is the same size as the rectangle you created on the first coordinate plane. Okay, so we need to make two triangles S and T to create the same rectangle. So let's see, I will draw 3 by 6 right here. So 3 by 6, 3 by 6. Okay, so now I have the rectangle with the same area because I have 5 units and 3 units, which is 8 by 6. The area of the whole rectangle is going to be 48 units, right? Because it's the same as the previous one right here. Just to compare, 8 by 6 and 8 by 6. Okay, find the area of the rectangle R. Rectangle R is going to be 5 by 6, right? So area is going to be 5 times 6, which is 30 units squared. And the question, last question here is, what do figures R and P have in common? They have the same area, right? They have the same area. And also, if I'm looking at rectangle R and parallelogram P, let me kind of put them together so you can compare. Okay, they have the same base, 5, and the same height, 6, right? The height of parallelogram is the height of our rectangle. It's not this slanted line, it's how tall, how high it is, right? And that height is 6. They have the same base and the same height. Same base and height. Same base and height. That means, really, to find the area of this parallelogram, all I will need to do is to multiply base by height, isn't it? Let's look at this triangle ABC. The triangle ABC is half of a rectangle. I can build the rectangle on top of this triangle, and I will do it with the dotted line because it really doesn't exist. And you will see that this rectangle has the base of 7 because it had from -3 to 0, from 0 to 4, so 7 units in length and 4 units in width. Okay, so that is the length and the width of my rectangle. And it's also the base and the height of my triangle. To find the area of this triangle, all I need to do is to take the half of the area of the whole rectangle. So area of the triangle is going to be 1/2, and I'm multiplying it by the area of the rectangle of 7 and 4. I can simplify 2 and 4, and I will get 14 units squared. Okay, let's look at number 2. Find the area of the quadrilateral ABCD two different ways. Okay, so let's take a look at this quadrilateral. This is a trapezoid. And what I want to do here really is first way, and I'm going to do it in pencil so we can erase after. I want to make a rectangle out of it. So I'm going to draw a rectangle around this trapezoid. And what I want to do is I want to find the area of this rectangle that I have, and then find the areas of these two triangles and subtract them from the area of the rectangle. So way 1, the area of the rectangle minus the area of triangle 1 and minus the area of triangle 2. Okay, so let's take a look. So area of the rectangle. The rectangle is from -3 to 2, so it's 5 units by 5 units. So we have a square here. 5 by 5, and I'm subtracting areas of the two triangles. 1/2. Let's look at this one first. The base is 2 and the height is 5. So 1/2 of 2 times 5. And the second triangle right here, the base is 1 and the height is also 5. So 1/2 of 1 times 5. Okay, so that is 25 right here. And I'm subtracting, I can simplify 2 and 2, so I'm subtracting 5. And I'm also subtracting, this is half of 5, which is 2.5. Okay, when I do that, 25 minus 5 or plus -5 is 20. And 20 minus 2.5 is 17.5 units squared. Okay. Way 2. What I want to do is to divide my shape into two triangles, ABD and BDC. And if I know how to find area of each triangle, I should be able to find their areas and add them together. So way 2 is area of triangle 1 plus area of the triangle 2. Let's look at the triangle 1, ABD. I'm looking at the base, and the base in this triangle is going to be the top line right here. It's 5 units. The height of the triangle is the height of my shape, and that is also 5 units, right? 5 units. So I'm multiplying 5 times 5, but because it's a triangle, I need to take half of it, right? So 1/2 of base times height. And for the second area, the base is on the bottom, which is 2. The height is also 5, just like the height of the whole shape is the height of my triangle. And so I'm going to multiply 1/2 by the base, which is 2, by the height, which is 5. Okay, so here we have half of 25, which is 12.5. And here we have half of 10, which is 5. That makes it 17.5 units squared. Exactly same thing. So you can decide which way you like best. I like doing less work, so the combining areas of two triangles, um, that's my favorite one. But you can figure out for yourself which way you like most. Okay. Number 3, the area of the quadrilateral ABCD is 12 square units. Find x. So x is the height of this parallelogram, of this quadrilateral. We have the area, which is 12 square units. To find the area of the parallelogram, we already know that we need to multiply base by height. I need to find the height. So according to our knowledge of equations, to find the number that I don't know, I need to multiply both sides of my equations by the reciprocal of the number that I do know. Just to make it clearer, let's look at what we have here. We have the area, which is 12, equals. The base of my parallelogram is from 1 to 3, so it's 2, times the height that we don't know. X is our height, so mark it as an X. 2x. Now, this is a one-step equation that we solved a little earlier. To find x, I need to multiply both parts of this equation by the reciprocal of 2 to get rid of it, right? So I'm going to take my red pen and I'm going to multiply both sides of this equation by 1/2, which is the reciprocal of 2. On the right side, 2 and 2 can get simplified and I will have x left. And when I multiply 1/2 by 12, I will get 6. 6 units. Okay? Because this shape is not drawn to scale, we cannot count and assume that we will get it right. We need to make sure that we are doing the math. We can't just count. Okay? All right. The area of the triangle ABC is 14 square units. Find the length of side BC. The area of the triangle ABC is 14 square units. So this is 14. We need to find this part, BC. BC is the a base of our triangle, right? So area equals 1/2 times base times height. I know the area, 14. 1/2 is half of the rectangle. Base is the one that we need to find, so times b. And the height, we can see here, that one is giving us the numbers. So it goes from -3 to 4, which is 7 units. Okay, so now what we have here is 14 equals 7 halves b, right? So now to find b, I need to multiply both parts of my equation by the reciprocal of 7 halves, which is 2 sevenths. 2 sevenths on both parts of my equation. I can simplify now 2 and 2, 7 and 7. So on the right side I will have b. On the left side I can simplify 14 and 7, and I will have 4. So 4 units. Number 5. Find the area of triangle ABC. So this is the triangle that we want to find, ABC. This triangle is enclosed in a square, and that square consists of this triangle, triangle ARB, triangle BCS, and triangle CAT. So we can do it by finding the area of that square and subtracting the areas of 3 triangles inside of it to find what is the remaining area, and that's the one we need. So first, the plan is to find the area of the square ARST, and then we will find the area of triangle ARB, area of the triangle BSC, and area of the triangle ACT. And then we will subtract these 3 areas from the area of the square. So how many units is the length and the width of our squares? It goes from -6 to 5. From -6 to 5 is 11 units. So it's 11 units long. And on the y-axis, it goes from -4 to 6. Oh, it's not a square, it's actually a rectangle. It's 10 units. Okay, so here we have 11 units and here we have 10 units. So this is not a square. We are multiplying side by side, length by width. 11 times 10 is 110 units squared. Area of the triangle ARB. So area of the triangle is 1/2 times base times height. So right away I'm writing 1/2 so I don't forget. Okay, and now we are looking at the base and the height. So first ARB, this triangle right here. Its base is going from -6 to 1. So that is 7 units times 7. And the height of this triangle is the height of the rectangle. It will be 10 units. 10 units. I'm going to simplify 2 and 10 to make it easier. 10 will turn into 5, 2 will turn into 1. 7 times 5 that is left is 35 units squared. Okay, now triangle BSC. BSC is this little one. It goes from 1 to 5, so 4 units, by from 6 to 1. That is 5 units. 4 by 5, 1/2 times 4 and times 5. 4 and 2 can get simplified, and we will have 10 units squared for the area. Triangle ACT. The base of this triangle is 11 units, and the height of the triangle is 5 units. So 11 by 5. I cannot simplify anything here. 11 times 5 is 55. 1/2 of 55 is 27 and 1/2. 27 and 1/2 units squared. Okay, so now what we want to do is to add these all together and then subtract 1 from 110. All right, so here we'll have 45 plus 27, 62 and 1/2. So 110 minus 62 and 1/2. Okay, so here we are borrowing the 9, right, and turning it to 2 halves. It's 109 now. 2 halves minus 1/2 is 1/2. 9 minus 2 is 7. 10 minus 6 is 4. 47 and 1/2 units squared. That is the area of our triangle ABC. All right, this is the end of our lesson 19. If you have any questions, please message me. Otherwise, I will talk to you in class.